Hey everyone! Today we're talking about something every traveling parent has experienced at least once. Landing at an airport and thinking, oh no, what fresh chaos is this? Yes, this is our list of the 10 European airports parents should probably avoid. And of course, where you should perhaps fly instead for a calmer start to your family trip. We're keeping it fun, light, and honest. Because if we can't laugh about travel with kids, we might actually cry. So let's get straight into it. Our first pick is Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport in France, which we think should be renamed to the boss-level airport maze. To say that Charles de Gaulle feels like a real-life escape room is an understatement. You think you're heading to baggage claim, then suddenly you're in a completely different terminal, wondering if you've just joined a marathon without signing up. We've heard families swear they've walked further inside this airport than during their actual Paris city break. So what's our smarter choice? Paris Orly. This airport is smaller, simpler, and designed by someone who clearly had children at some point. Next is London Heathrow in England, which we want to call the giant that never sleeps. Heathrow is huge. Think of it as an airport kingdom, and if you land there with kids during peak hours, prepare for queues that feel like a slow-moving theme park ride, without the fun bit at the end. Parents often switch to London Gatwick, which has this amazing feature called you can actually get from A to B without needing a map, a prayer, and a charging cable. Our next pick is Frankfurt Airport in Germany, which we describe as 10,000 steps before breakfast. Frankfurt is known as Germany's efficiency hub, but it's also where your step counter breaks from exhaustion. Being in Germany, you know that everything works, and that everything's on time. But, oh boy, those walking distances. Younger kids don't mind, of course, because they're being pushed in the stroller. But it's the parents who are sweating like they're in a gym ad. Try Stuttgart Airport instead if you want something calmer and slightly less cardiovascular. Next on our list is Amsterdam Schiphol in the Netherlands, which we call the airport with legendary queues. Look, Schiphol Airport is iconic, it's modern, it's beautiful. But in recent years it's had queues so long that parents joke that you couldn't tell where the security line ended and the Netherlands began. The switch? Rotterdam The Hague Airport. This one is cute, compact, and you'll be through security before your toddler has finished their snack. Next on the list is Barcelona El Prat in Spain, which can only be described as Summer Chaos Central. We know that Barcelona is glorious, and this airport absolutely knows it because it gets absolutely slammed in summer. Think crowded halls, long waits, and a taxi queue that forms its own personality by the end of August. Families heading to the coast love flying into Girona or Reus instead. Calmer, quicker, and your luggage might even beat you to the carousel. Next up is Dublin Airport in Ireland, which we describe as small country big lines. We love Dublin, and Dublin Airport is up there as being friendly and full of charm, but it's also bursting at the seams. Terminal 1 during early morning flights? Parents call it the Hunger Games of boarding passes. If you want a calmer Irish welcome, Cork or Shannon Airport feel like stepping back into a time when travel was a little more peaceful. Next, we have Mykonos Airport, which we call the island airport that forgot it was popular. Mykonos has glorious beaches, incredible sunsets, an air of luxury, but an airport roughly the size of a broom cupboard. In summer, it gets overwhelmed faster than your kids at a candy store. Most families fly to Athens instead and take a ferry, way easier, and you even get a little adventure before your holiday even starts. Next is Naples Airport in Italy, which can only be described as baggage claim roulette. Whilst Naples is the gateway to pizza heaven, the baggage claim at this airport is the very definition of mystery. Will your bag arrive? Will it not? Will you age 5 years waiting to find out? This is why many families actually fly into Rome Fiumicino, and then take a train south. Comfortable, simple, and very kid-friendly. Next, we have Berlin Brandenburg in Germany, which we define as the shiny new problem child. Look, the Germans spent billions of euros building a cutting-edge modern airport, and it somehow still gets completely overwhelmed during school holidays. Parents report long queues, slow passport lines, and occasional staffing hiccups. Leipzig Airport is a great alternative, smaller, friendlier, and just a train ride from the capital. Last up, we have Athens International in Greece, which we call the gateway to every island, at the same time. In summer, everyone is flying to the Greek islands from Athens, so the airport turns into this giant suitcase maze. Kids are jumping around all excited, adults are exhausted, and everyone is trying to figure out which gate is the one for Santorini. If you're heading to the Peloponnese, Kalamata Airport is a dream. So there you go, 10 airports that won't necessarily ruin your trip, but might just test your patience if you're traveling with kids. Meanwhile, Their alternative airports? Total game changers in our opinion. So fly smart, fly calm, and remember that the most important thing is starting your family holiday with as little stress as possible. Because kids tend to bring enough of that on their own. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. Oh, and tell us in the comments, which airport is your personal boss fight? Thanks for watching. Until next time.